Hello, guys. I guess we are live. I guess we are live. Chelsea versus Barrow, uh, Carabao Cup. Let me lower this. Um, Obviously, as expected, Maresca has made a whole bunch of changes. Let me take this off right here. You guys can tell I'm a little bit of a mess in here. Get this out of the way. Oh, all right, let's try this again. Carabao Cup, Chelsea versus Barrow live. Barrow has an early throw-in deep in our half. Let's see what happens. Viega Felix. So obviously, I mean, a whole bunch of changes were made as expected. But what I did not expect was Malo Gusto, starting. Um, he's been out for like a while. So I expected him to play in this game, but not to actually start. I was hoping that Maresca would give. What the heck? I was hoping that Maresca would give Achapong, right? That's our young right back. I was hoping that he would give him the start at right back, but he has decided to use this game to sort of bring Gusto back in, and it appears that Barrow has been targeting our right side. Believe it or not, guys, their first 3 minutes, the first 3 minutes has been all Barrow. The first 3 minutes have literally been in our half, which is not what I had expected. Notwithstanding that we made a whole bunch of changes, but these are, maybe we still should have a lot more, more than enough quality to put these guys away. But let's see what happens. My main concern with regards to Chelsea when we play these type of games, when we make these changes, is our level of intensity has never been at the required level. You understand? That's my only concern. That's why when we played the UEFA Conference League games, we were poor in both of those games because our players that play these games, these non-league games, they played as if they're playing some kind of training. And so there, when you play a game and you're not playing it with the requisite level of intensity, and your opponent, even though they have less quality players than you do, then that's how you can easily find yourself in a struggle. About roughly 5 minutes gone so far. It's still goalless. Yeah, let's see what happens. Again, it's all Barrow. Believe it or not, it's all Barrow. First 5 minutes, we've barely crossed into their half, and they just got the long throw. It's in our box. Jorgensen has finally come out. He has grabbed it. So so far, again, the ball is still in our half, and we just trying to do what we normally do, which is hold on to the ball and knock it around in our half and try and see if we can make things happen. Let's see. Yeah, so I would like to see players like Neto and obviously Mudrik, show us a little bit more. Like this game for me, like when we watch these type of games, for me, it's like we're just looking for just one or two players that can add to what the gains that our so-called first 11 have been making, and that's how you go from strength to strength. And for me, I'm just looking for like players like um Neto, Nkunku. At least those two players at a minimum, they have to give us a little bit more. Okay. Um, so far, so good. So far, so good. Goalless draw. I mean, we're kind of taking it easy as we normally do for these type of games. Unfortunately. All right. Okay, Felix. Kunku. Okay, there you go. That's it. That's the first goal. Very sweet assist from Felix to Nkunku. 1-0, 1-0. Guys, how do you guys feel? At least, we're beginning to see a little bit of something here. That was a very delicious assist. Felix literally scooped the ball over their back line and landed pretty much right on top of Nkunku foot, and he didn't really have he made no mistake in terms of finishing one time side foot and in the back of the net. 1-0, we're off and running, and hopefully, I don't know about you guys. Hopefully, I'm just looking for Nkunku to make it 2 and 3, get his hat trick, and bring on Gui at halftime. Sorry, guys from Barrow. I'm not trying to be arrogant here, but this is Chelsea. This is Chelsea, guys, and we're just at a different level. And I mean, however, that not with standing defensively. I mean, that's really, if I had to have any concern in this game, it's just defensively. We just don't seem very organized, right? We're not fully as organized as we were in the prior two Premier League games. And obviously, when you make 11 subs, right? I believe we made pretty much 11 subs. When you make 11 subs, yeah, I mean, chemistry is definitely going to be lacking. So, but at least the good news for us is that we've scored the early goal, and we're off and running, so to speak. Okay, Felix score. Felix scored his goal. Offsides? Unbelievable. What the heck happened there? Okay, he was offside. That was a beautiful pass by Nkunku, who dropped into midfield and pretty much is almost a reverse of our first goal. In that, it would have been Nkunku turning into provider for Felix. But apparently he was offside and he actually missed the chance. But I mean that so far as beginning to look promising. Obviously, it's just Barrow from League Two. But hey, this is football. You cannot underrate any opponent. Mudrik just got fouled. I mean, believe it or not, that's the first time I've really seen him try and do something in this game. 11 minutes, later. Um, I mean, I won't, I will not dig into him. It's still early in the game, but Mudrik, like you should be tearing into this type of team. All right, Mudrik, okay, show us something. Beautiful, beautiful cross by Mudrik, but we didn't have anybody in the middle to convert his cross. He was released by Kiernan Grisby Hall, Mudrik with the left-footed cross. Mudrik has talent. I'm gonna say it. He has talent, but he just needs to understand how to consistently put his talent to good use for this Chelsea team. Corner kick play is still in progress. Was a nice ball in by Gusto. Whoa, who was that? Was that Grisby Hall? Grisby Hall took a left footed shot, and the shot killed like it almost took out two or three birds in Stamford Bridge. You can do better, Drewsby. You can definitely do better. Throwing is coming up for Chelsea. We're currently up 1-0 against Barrow after 13 minutes. 13 minutes in, we're up 1-0. That was a handball, but the the referee did not see it. But I mean, it's no harm done. It's Chelsea throwing in our half. Um, Again, we're not getting much press. I guess after the early pressure from Barrow, they have fallen back into their flat 4-4-2 shape. There's not really they're not really applying much pressure on us. I guess, which is what you would expect, because you don't want to give our this Chelsea team a lot of space in behind your defense line. That is a hard lesson that West Ham found out the hard way on Saturday. It's obvious that Barrow watched that game, and they're playing a bit deeper now. And there it is, 2-0. Nkunku has made it 2-0. That was a tidy goal, for real. That goal was tidy. That goal was tidy. Again, as I said, Nkunku, get your Hattrick by the end of the first half so that we can bring on Gil at halftime. I'm going to say, I said it before, I'm going to say it again. It's not arrogance. It is what it is. Barrow fans, this is Chelsea. Where quite a few levels on top of you guys, and so this is really what we would expect. Beautiful back heel from Felix to Gusto. Wow, lovely. Gusto's cross in. Oh, actually, that wasn't field. That was Neto's back heel to Gusto. Gusto then had the assist to Nkunku, who I don't even know how to explain it. It was a tidy finish, pretty much with the with its own back heel, with his back heel. It's 2-0. Chelsea's up 2. 16 minutes gone. Nkunku with 2 goals. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Everything is looking great right now. He's 1 goal away from registering his first Chelsea hat trick. Long throw from Barrow. He was headed out by Bedashil. The counter attack is on. Nkunku, Felix. All right, Felix, go. The pass wasn't the best. The pass was not the best. Nkunku's pass wasn't the best, and it literally fell slightly behind Felix on the break, on the counter. Otherwise, that right there would have been 3-0. Should have been 3. But we play on. We play on. Interesting. Vega at left back. He's been holding it down so far. He's been holding it down so far, although it's against mighty Barrow. So far, our 2 best players so far have been Felix and Nkunku. Right, as Vega just gave away an unnecessary foul in our half. Pushed the player on the back. Like there's absolutely no reason, no need for Vega to push the player in his back. I mean, the player was not going anywhere, and he just literally pushed him, gave them a free kick and a half, and that gives them the chance to bring their big boys up front so they can lump the ball in our box for the proverbial 50-50. If I'm Barrow, that's really what I'm playing for. These set pieces. There goes the ball in our box. It was headed out by Disasi. What do you have here? Felix almost got that. The ball is okay. It's offside, so it's an offside play. 19th minute, and Chelsea is still up 2-0. As the game has gone so far, it's pretty much gone according to the script that we had hoped for. Certainly that Maresca would have hoped for, which is score early, score often, and then in the second half you can bring in some of our academy players and give them some playing time. If I must say Casadei is currently at the base of our midfield. In other words, he's playing the Caicedo role. Gusto just gave the ball away, but luckily it was won back by Badashil. This is the type of game that Badashil needs to get his confidence back, really. Because I mean, for me, I know a lot of Chelsea fans have given Badashil a lot of stick, and deservedly so. But if you look at the player, if you calm down and look at the player and break down the profile of the player, Badashil, this is a player who should be doing a lot better than what he's done so far. He has the technical ability on both his left and his right foot. He definitely has the size, and his speed is more than adequate to play center back in today's game. So he has it all. He has all of the tools that's needed. He's actually calm on the ball. The only issue with Badashil is once he makes one error, then his brain he just develops some sort of brain freeze. His brain just kind of disappears, and so that's been a bit of an issue. So let's see what else we got here. No, no. All right, so we're currently in position of the ball. Felix just turned the ball away. If there's one criticism of Felix for me is that sometimes he just gets a bit like a days ago with the ball, because I guess probably because he knows that he's just so gifted on the ball that he just becomes sometimes a bit non chalant. That's something that he's gonna have to clean up if he wants to take his game to the Eden Hazard level. If he wants to have any dream of taking his game to the Eden Hazard level, he's gonna have to clean up the non chalant aspect of his game. Yep. Felix just was just fouled in the middle of the park. Um, so there's a free kick that's coming up for Chelsea at this point in time, and we just went with the basic pass to retain possession as opposed to direct free kick into that box. Nice exchange of passes. Modric, one on one. The cross in. Somebody should be there, but there's nobody. Oh, but the show, should have passed that ball to Neto on the right wing. Casadei, all right. There just seems to be a little bit of overplaying at this point in time. Our boys just need to kind of keep it simple. Just go back to the basics. Keep it simple. Find the open man and just keep our players, moving around like they've been doing. I've seen, I like what I've seen so far of Christopher Nkunku, in that he's he's shown me a different side of his game. I mean, I could tell that he's definitely been training with Maresca. He's been training with Maresca, because I've seen Nkunku. He's almost like he's playing a false nine role. It's a whole different kind of role right now, and he is showing me. Obviously, this is just Barrow, but right, these are the kind of games that you want to use to I identify and pinpoint certain uh, new possibilities for the team. And so far in this game, Nkunku has shown me the ability to be a little more versatile in his role as a striker. In that he drops into midfield, he plays in midfield, he combats with mid. And I mentioned earlier in the game, he almost had an assist to Felix earlier on, but Felix was slightly offsides. And now his pass just led to a free kick that Felix is about to take, just right outside Barrow's box. Let's see if Felix is going to be able to bend that free kick over their wall. And we're just going to have to sit tight, because right now the referee is trying to make sure that everybody respects the 10 yard the 10 yard gap. And there just seems to be a lot of jostling right now. Felix is getting ready to take this. I think he's probably going to kick it to the side of the goalie. Let's see what happens. Felix goal, unbelievable free kick by Felix. Damn, it went in, yo, for real. Wow, what a free kick! What a free kick by Felix! What a free kick by Felix! 3-0, guys. This is okay. This is ridiculous, man. For real, as of right now. This is crazy. I mean, he literally. Let me see what he did. He swung it. Yep, right around the wall. It actually kissed the bar. It kissed the bar, guys. Do you understand what just happened? I mean, goalie might have been able to do a little better, but let's see it again. It went in. No, the goalie had no choice. The goalie actually did well enough to almost get there, but he had no choice. It was all skill. I mean, he had not he had no choice. He had no chance. He had no chance. It was 100% skill by Felix, and this is exactly what I was mentioning earlier with Felix, because he's so gifted that he tends to over rely on his skill, and sometimes his play can be a little bit non chalant at times. One, if he's able to clean that up and be 100% mentally drilled in, Felix he can. I'm not saying that he's going to be at Eden Hazard level, but he can give us some of the things that we used to get from Eden Hazard while the while he was here, right? I mean, Felix can be that guy for us, can be the magician for us, but he has to. His mindset has to change to the mindset of a winner. His mentality, right? Is I mean that's the main key. All right, so it's 3-0 Chelsea at the current moment. 30 minutes played so far. 30 minutes gone. Chelsea up 3 at the bridge. Again, everything's going perfectly according to the script. The only misses so far, right, is Neto and Mudrik. Okay, there goes Neto. He just roasted his guy, but he has pulled it back. He's pulled it back. Gusto has it. Gusto just got fouled. I mean, what was the referee? The referee called the foul against us. Gusto got fouled, and we got the foul against us. Whatever, guys. It's one of those pity calls when your team is winning that the referee tries to use the whistle to sort of balance things out a bit, but not with standard. Modric just gave away a free kick in our box unnecessarily. Just gave away a free kick in our box. So Barrow is about to lump a long free kick into our box. They won the first ball, but Disasi won the second header. Right, these aerial balls. I mean, should not really trouble us because we have two strong center backs who are very good aerially in Disasi and Badashil. So we shouldn't really be too bothered with these there route one sort of tactics. Felix. Wow, no. Oh, okay. I think you. I mean, I saw what you're trying to do there, Felix. He was trying to lift the ball over the top to Nkunku. Had that ball gone through, that would have been a crazy assist. And that's one of the things that I like about Felix is that he makes passes at any given time that nobody sees coming. And sometimes even his own team, it doesn't see the pass coming. That pass that he made there would have been a beautiful assist, but it was slightly overcooked, and I even doubt that Nkunku was even ready to even see that one coming. But again, as I mentioned, having us being up 3-0, the two players that I'm most concerned about showing us something today. They haven't really shown us much, and that's both of our wingers, Neto and Mudrik. We haven't really gotten much. That also a nice area, a nice grab by Philip. Jorges is pretty much the only thing that he's had to do so far. 34 minutes into the game, there was a nice long aerial ball that was lumped into our box. It was looking like a 50-50 grab between their big striker and Jurgensen. Jurgensen went up with his big strong hands and pretty much grabbed both of grabbed the ball. So that's, I mean, I'm trying to find some added positivity for our goalie, because otherwise he's had absolutely nothing to do in this game so far. 35 minutes into the game, right? Jorgensen hasn't had anything to do in 35 minutes. Yes. Everybody. How's school?
School, yeah.
Good. All right. All right. So right now is all one way. Traffic. 100% Chelsea. Felix just gave the ball away. But at least in a fair play to him, he tracked back and forced a throw in. Again, it's all Chelsea. This is the way that that we had hoped that it would go. It's going our way. It's 3-0 for the first time where Maresca has made these wholesale subs. The players have actually played well in previous games when he made these wholesale subs. Our players, our team was fairly lethargic and poor. All right. Barrow seems like they're trying to press us as of right now. They have the ball in our half, and we just gave away a foul. This is pretty much Barrow's there is I won't say it's their tactic, but it's effectively what they have going for them. And I mean, I don't blame them really. I don't really blame them. Because their whole plan in terms of scoring is based on free kicks, corner kicks, set pieces into our box. And here goes another one. So if not anything, we're going to get a nice heavy dose of training of all these set pieces. And so far, so good. We have dealt with each and every one of them. But I sure could have done a little better with that. But I'm not going to blame him on that. 38 minutes, still 3-0 Chelsea. There really hasn't been any injuries or otherwise delays, so I wouldn't expect more than 1 minute extra time, assuming of course that nothing extraordinary happens between now and the 45th minute. Yep. If I must say, Casadei so far has done just about okay in that deep midfield role. Obviously, it's just Barrow that he's playing against, but he's been decent in terms of holding the ball and helping us to build out of the back, and also helping to distribute our ball in midfield. So that would have been a nice one. Good stuff. Let's lay down again. Like I said, Casadei has been doing well for us. He did well in midfield there, helped us to win the ball right back in terms of our counter pressing game. That was really well done by Casadei. I mean, if I must say, I would like to see more of Casadei on game day, because guys, if you recall, right, if you just remember, really, who do we have in in midfield in terms of classic midfield play, right? Because I mean, well, with all due respect to Kiernan Drisby Hall, I don't see him as that. He's definitely not a six. Let me just put it that way. He's not a six, and he's not really Enzo either, right? I mean, Enzo is creative, but Enzo actually does a lot of so-called dirty work. So he's not. He's kind of uh, in between. So, oh, there you go. Oh, that was a nice bit of work by Mudrik. So anyway, getting back to Casadeo, but basically what I'm trying to say is that for me, there's a role for Casadeo on this team because once Casiedo, all we have right now is we have Casiedo, Enzo, and Lavia as our three sort of proper mid fielders. So Casadeo is definitely the fourth. I see Gendrich more of an attacking player. He's not the kind of player that I would bring on in games where like tough games, like right. For instance, we just watched on Sunday Arsenal versus City, like those type of games where every tackle matters, everything matters. I don't know that Kiernan Drisby Hall would be a good fit off the bench when you have a Casadei available. So again, I'm just saying. I'm just saying that's just me. For the third minute, it's about their first half is winding down. First half is winding down. Thank you. There you go. Ah, Felix, there you go, baby. All right. This has to be 4. Felix didn't score? I mean, was he fouled? Or was it a handball? It looks like it was a handball on Felix because he just got the yellow card. Yep. Felix used his hand. Somewhere it has to be here, right? Yeah, yep, yeah, definitely. Definitely Felix now. I mean, what was that all about? What was that all about, Felix? That was totally unnecessary. And this is exactly what I have been talking about Felix. On the one side, he's excellent, excellent. And the other side, he can be a bit nonchalant unnecessarily, and just make just unnecessary errors. That's the part of his game that has been holding him back. His career is the mental, the mental part of the game. The mental side of the game. If Felix can clean that up, if Felix can clean up the mental side of his game, he's going to be a phenomenal player. Long throw into our box. And it was grabbed. It was nicely grabbed by Jurgensen. And Nkunku is off and running. What happened? Is there somebody injured or what? What? This is crazy. How is this guy going to stop our? This referee is hilarious. This referee is just hilarious. Let's see what happened. Player went up, went down. Okay, it's a head in jury. It's definitely a head injury. 100% head injury. Yeah. So yeah, the referee had to stop the play based on league protocols and rules for possible concussion situations. So I mean, I can't really blame the referee there. Yes. Yep, yep. So I think the first half is pretty much ended right now. We're in the 47th minute, which is more than a minute past the 1 minute extra time. Once the referee drops the ball here to restart play, it's he should be blaming. He's already looked at his watch, and the whistle is going to be blown. I'm even surprised. Okay, all right. Yeah, there goes it. There, so the whistle has been blown. It's halftime. Chelsea 3. Barrow is 0. Chelsea 3, Barrow 0. Nkunku has 2 goals. Felix has the one free kick. And that's I want to say that's all she wrote, but it's still like 45 minutes left. I mean, I don't want to be greedy, but I was hoping that would be up by at least 4-0, so that Maresca can just empty his bench and bring in some of these other players that are just not going to play much of any games this season. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens in the second half. Trying to figure this thing out right now. All right. Hold up, guys. Hold up. Sit tight. Let's see, where are we? Trying to figure out how to do this. Guys, just bear with me. Bear with me, guys. I'm still trying to figure this thing out. You can tell. You can tell that your boy. Hold up now. Let's see what's happening.
Been thinking of replacing. Right now we can get.
Okay, hold up. All right, let's see what's happening. Biggest disappointment so far. Biggest disappointment so far. I mean, I'm just taking a look at the a halftime ratings. Jurgensen 6.3. I mean, that's a little bit harsh given that he's barely had anything to do. Gusto 7.2, Disasi 7.2, Badashio 7.2, Viega 6.8, Rusby Hall 6.4. Whoa, that's kind of rough. Rusby Hall 6.4. Felix 7.8. Obviously, Christopher Nkunku with the 2 goals has been our best player so far, without a shred of a doubt. And as I mentioned pretty much throughout the stream, is that both of our wingers haven't shown me what I was hoping that I'll get out of our wingers. So and these ratings pretty much back me up, because both Pedro Neto and Mudryk have just about the lowest ratings so far. So I don't know. I don't know, guys. Let's see what else. Let's see what else we have going on here. Let's see what else. What else is happening? What else is happening? What else is happening? Is Jorgensen regretting his move to Chelsea? I mean, what do you guys feel? Is Jorgensen having some second thoughts right now? For me, I feel like it's still early. It's kind of too early to be asking this question. When you come to a big club like Chelsea, you're gonna have to fight. You're gonna have to fight for your playing time. And it was clear when he was signed from Villarreal this summer that um, Sanchez was the number one. Now, in fairness, he was told that he would be getting a fair chance to fight for the number one shirt, but hey, I mean, Sanchez was already installed as the goalie that was going to start this season, and so far, so good. He hasn't really done anything to, you know, to, justify losing his number one shirt. So, how do you guys feel about that? Let's see what else we got here. Nini. Nini says that Nkunku is our best finisher by a mile. I mean, it's kind of hard to disagree. It's kind of hard to disagree with Nini. Um, and as I also noted during the game, um, I kind of saw a little bit of a different dimension from Nkunku in this game, in that he played a lot more as a false nine than as a nine who drops into midfield. Now, guys, understand there's a difference there. The two look alike, but they're not the same. In this game, I mean, for me, I saw a Christopher Nkunku playing a false nine role. He was just popping into areas, doing things that he normally doesn't do when he plays that role. And I've been quite impressed. For me, he's definitely been the most impressive player of our team in this game so far, and that's even without his two goals. Anthony Taylor, Anthony Taylor next week. Please, somebody say it's not true, please. I mean, wouldn't this be his third time? His third time. I mean, this guy, man, for real. Like, what have we done to deserve this? Taylor as the referee for our game at the bridge. I mean, how the heck is it even possible? I mean, how is this? I mean, this cannot be true. This cannot be true. No, now there's no way. I'm just gonna assume that's an error there, because there's no way that you can convince me that Anthony Taylor is gonna be Chelsea's is there going to be the referee for Chelsea's next game at the bridge against Brighton. I refuse to agree. I refuse to agree. I refuse to agree. Who is the best left back in the league? You guys already know. You guys already know what I feel about that. Um, Cucurella, if you ask me, Cucurella right now for me is still the best left back. All right, guys. It appears that The second half is about to start. Nkunku's back on the pitch. Nkunku is back on the pitch. And oh wow, Chilwell is coming on. What a shock! I mean, I never thought I would ever see Chilwell, and he's gonna wear the captain's armband. Wow, unbelievable! Ben Chilwell has been resurrected. He has been resurrected, and he's back in business. Believe it or not, Chile is back in business. Let's see what we got here. All right, we have kicked off. We've kicked off 3-0. We only made one sub at halftime. Let's see. Chilwell came on. He seems to be playing the in inverted role in midfield. Gusto is obvious that Gusto is out. Obviously, he's played his 45 minutes. He's gotten his little workout. Chilwell has been resurrected from from the dead, and he's back on the pitch playing for Chelsea. Ben Chilwell. I never thought I'd ever see that happening this season, and that tells you that, hey guys, I mean, miracles can happen. Ben Chilwell's back. And not only he's back wearing the captain's armband, and he's on the ball right now. He has handed off to Mudryk. That right there should have been 4. That should have been 4. I think it was that Grisby Hall with the poor header. He should have done better with that header. He was wide open in the box, and that should have been 4-0. And it actually would have been an assist from Chilwell, believe it or not. Having had Grisby Hall score that goal, that would have been Ben Chilwell's assist, which would have been crazy. I have to admit that I'm surprised that Ben Chilwell is back on the pitch playing for Chelsea. I never expect to see that happen. All right, there. This should be 4. This should be 4 right here. There. Neto, go ahead. There it is. 4-0. Neto has finally scored. Neto has finally scored. Neto has finally opened his Chelsea account, and deservedly so. Both of our wingers were actually involved in that one. Both Mudryk was involved. Obviously, I think was the assist from Mudryk. Let's see what happened there. Okay, that's an error by the defender. Yep, the assist was from Mudryk. That was a very, very nice assist from Mudryk. Just as Maresca said, he said, listen, Mudryk does not have a confidence problem. He said that Misha is just Misha. And that pretty much goes to show you, for me, what that means is that Mudryk, just his issue is not a lack of confidence. His issue is just consistency, lack of consistency, lack of applying the directions from the manager consistently. So it's really more of a mental concentration issue than psychological, if if I if I may, right? All right, this is about to get ugly. If we make it 5 here, if we make it 5, I mean I'll just ask. I'll go ahead and ask. I'll go ahead and ask. Maraska to just pity them, pity them and just bring on our academy kids, because this is not even fair anymore. All right, there. Drewsbury Hall almost scored a goal. Drewsbury Hall almost scored a goal. And in fact, if I must, again, as I mentioned, Mudryk has come to a life. His crosses in this half, and we've only played 4 minutes so far, but his crosses from the left hand side in this half have been quite crucial. He's definitely a very good player. And so for all you Chelsea fans that have been quick to give up on Mudryk, I mean I wouldn't give up on him so quickly. I mean, some players need a little bit more time than other players to settle in, and Mudryk's case is a little bit different, because his hometown, his country, has just been in a pretty much in the midst of a war for the last 2 years. So I mean, I just feel like like we should all kind of calm down a little bit on Mudryk. He's definitely a very good player, and he's not the type of player that Chelsea should give up on quickly. And I mean, I can understand. Okay, well, the player hasn't shown what you had expected, but then the next layer of the question is, does the player have the tools that will fit into your manager's philosophy and preferred style of play? And the answer is yes. The answer is definitely. Mudryk definitely has the requisite skills, the tool, everything that's needed. Oh, that should have been, who was that? Nkunku really should have had should have completed his hat trick right there. Which would then would have allowed Maresca to pull him out, and we're gonna and allow them to pull him out and bring on Guy. I mean, I know that's what every all the Chelsea fans right now. We're just waiting for Mark Guy to come in this game and hopefully open his Chelsea account. And for that to happen, one guaranteed way that's going to happen is for Nkunku to complete his hat trick in this game. Let me take this off. Barrow has a free kick in a promising area in our half on the right side of our box, and it looked like it's wondering whether it's going to be. This is probably most likely going to be an out swinger. Yep, it's definitely like the. Actually, no, it's an in a swinger. Wow, that was actually, it was a bit of it wasn't quite the most tidy saves by Jurgensen, but at least it kept the ball out. At least he managed to keep the ball out. But as it stands right now, it's all Barrow for the time being. Well, that was nicely done by Mudryk. But I wonder why. I wonder why he. Oh, there should have been a foul. The referee they never bothered to even call it. Casadilla again. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yes, yes, yes. Definitely. Christopher Nkunku has been impressive, as I mentioned. Um, the only suspense that's remaining for us is Nkunku going to get his hat trick, and for me, I need him to score this hat trick early. He has 5 more minutes. I do not see Nkunku on this field for longer than 5 more minutes, because that's going to leave only 30 minutes left in the game for Giroud to come in and hopefully open up his own account for Chelsea. Because me personally, if I'm Maresca, wow, that was nice. You almost had it, bro. At least he won a free kick, a corner. No, he didn't win the corner kick. Wow. I mean, I thought that I was so sure that okay, yeah, actually he actually did win the corner kick. Yes, Modric did win the corner kick. All right, the corner kick is coming. Wow, who was that almost scored? Is that Badashil? Oh, Disasi. Disasi almost nodded the corner kick in. Disasi almost nodded in the corner kick. That would have been 5. It will actually be good if at least one of our big men can score from a can score a header from a corner kick. That's just about one of the few things that we haven't quite done yet. So far. You know, but I should just pushed his marker. He's being warned by the referee. I mean, but Ashir really has to kind of keep his cool. There's really no need for him to do anything that's silly in a game where we're winning 4-0 in the 57th minute. I mean, come on. But again, as I mentioned, what we haven't done so far this season is have one of our center backs nod one in from a corner kick, and is this it? Unbelievable! That was close. That was very close. Disasi scored a goal. Unbelievable. It was saved. I mean, again, how many times this goalie going to save? Is going to deny Disasi from scoring on this corner kick play right there. It was so close. Neto with the cross. Somebody headed in. Nobody. Come on now, guys. I mean, if there's one area for in improvement for Chelsea is that's nicely done. If there's one area for improvement for Chelsea is that we have to find ways to basically score goals from corner kicks. I mean, you guys already seen how much of a difference is made for Arsenal. You guys already seen how much of a difference, how much of a difference that it made for Arsenal FC. The fact that Arsenal um scores. I mean, they right now it looks like they are scoring from a corner kick almost every single game, if not every other game. Definitely every other game, Arsenal scores at least one goal from a corner kick, and that is a massive um, advantage, because that means that you're never out of the game in a one goal game. You're never out. All you have to do is find a way to get you that set piece, because what it means is, if the fact that you can score from the corner kick also means that you can also possibly score from free kicks, right? I'm not talking about the free kicks that you bend over the wall. I'm talking about those 50-50 free kicks that are lobbed into the 18 for their big man to win the headers. And so for Chelsea, if we want to take our game to that next level, we have to do better in terms of trying to see if we can squeeze in at least, I mean, a goal every 2 or 3 or 4 games. We need to try and score one goal from a corner kick, whether or not we need it, because there's gonna be some games where you're gonna need it, right? It's not every game that you're gonna be winning 4-0 or 3-0 against West Ham, or you're gonna destroy Wolves 6-2. Those games. That's not the norm. The norm is the type of game that Arsenal played against City on Sunday. Tight games that's very so tight, like one goal games, or barely what I call barely 2 goal games, in that you're winning by 1 goal, and you just need that late goal, that late corner kick header to give yourself some breathing room, so you can reel in the 3 points, guys. That's like, we need to basically get to that level. I mean, that's when Chelsea was winning Premier Leagues and cup titles and whatnot. We had JT. We could rely on JT to nod in a goal from a header. Cahill will score from the header. Alex, I'm sure you guys, don't know if y'all are old enough. Alex will score for us, in the box, right? I mean, pretty much every, if you played central defense for Chelsea, during our glory years, you were scoring at any given time. When the game got tight, our center back would nod in a goal from a corner kick in a big game. In a big game. All right, guys. So now it appears that Maresca, as I mentioned, I knew Maresca was waiting to the 68th minute. That's why I was hoping that Nkunku would have gotten his hat trick by then. But right now he's brought in Tariq George, basically bringing 2 of our academy boys off the bench. Neto has come off for Tariq George, and of course our right back Achempong has come on for Disasi. Now he's going to slot into right back. He's going to slot into right back for us. And this is the way it should be. So these young boys have roughly just under 30 minutes to stretch their legs and feel the love from the fans, and to get that feeling on what it's like to actually play for Chelsea at the bridge in a competitive game, even though it's a game against Barrow. Guys, don't sleep on Barrow there. Currently on top of League Two. So you know, in as much as we're bringing on these young boys, we still need them to keep up the pace, and just be professional all the way to the final minute. Now right now it's Barrow. Appears to be in control. I think we're just going to kind of sit back, a little bit, and try and see if we can, pick them up, pick them off on the counter. That said, as I mentioned earlier, the player I've been waiting for patiently. I was hoping he was going to come on when these two kids came on, but he hasn't come on. The player I've been waiting for is Mark Guewe. That's the player I want him to come on. I want Guewe to come on and score to open up his account. He deserves to have a goal so far for Chelsea. The young man has been working hard throughout preseason. He's had so many close like near goals, and for some reason he just keeps on coming up short. That's the player I would like to bring on for Nkunku. Who knows? Maybe Maresca is waiting for Christopher to basically bag his hat trick before he pulls him off. Otherwise, I really don't see what's the point of having Christopher Nkunku on. At this point in the game, we are up 4-0. There's only like 25 minutes. Mudryk on the unbelievable. That should have been an assist for Mudryk. That right there should have been. That was a beautiful cross for Mudryk. Guys, in the second half, Mudryk has been our best player so far. It's like night and day difference between Mudryk in the first half and in the second half. Now he's really he has really sort of come alive in the second half. And obviously he had that brilliant assist to Neto for our fourth goal. And he's been a constant threat on the left wing for Chelsea. Well, the referee actually gave a free kick against Achampong. Achampong was caught on the wrong side. That's what happened. He was caught on the wrong side. There was a ball, it was a simple ball over the top. He was caught on the wrong side, and so he tried to run around the defender. It wasn't really much of a tackle, but there was contact, and the attacker from the left winger from Barrow obviously went. Well, he was so happy to go to the ground. It's a free kick, pretty much at the edge of the right side of our box right now. Philip Jorgensen hasn't had much to do, but somehow I get the feeling that he's going to have to work on this one. Let's see what happens. Boom! That was a save by Jorgensen, as I mentioned. That was a save by Jorgensen. He has saved the ball and it's gone out for a corner kick. Routine free kick. It's the kind of save you would expect Jorgensen to make, and he made the save. It's pretty much just about the only work that he's had to do so far in this game. 68 minutes later. Again, everything has been going according to the script so far. The only thing that's left is to keep a clean sheet. Oh, Whoa, they almost scored. They almost scored. They almost scored for the corner kick play. The ball just stayed in our box. It was almost like it was ping pong. The ball just kept bouncing around, landing on 4 or 5 different legs. And thankfully, the ball went straight to Jurgensen, and he saved it. He caught their, they shot. It was a bit of a soft shot, but Jurgensen caught it. And that's, I think that's the closest that Barrow has come to, scoring in this game. That was a bad pass by, by that shield to Felix. It was, picked off. It was picked off, but it pretty much led to nothing. It's a goal kick right now. Yeah, I mean, as you guys can, imagine, we've made 2 subs, well, 3 subs in this half. One was Chilwell, but then Chilwell is back. He's back in business. He's alive and actually playing, believe it or not, and not just playing. He's wearing the captain's armband, which is actually nice to see. So I mean, the situation is not as bad as definitely as I actually thought it was, because I never expected to see Chilwell play for Chelsea this season. I'll be honest, with you guys. So that just has shown me a little something different about Maresca. And so then on top of Chilwell, as I mentioned, Maresca brought in our 2 kids, Tariq George and Achampong. And since he brought on those 2 kids, it seemed like the intensity of our game has kind of gone down just a little bit. I'm not blaming the kids. I'm just saying that our intensity has gone down. Obviously, we are up 4-0. So I mean, at this point in time, it's all about just keep the clean sheet. No, we don't want any player to get injured. This game is over. All right, this should be 5 right here. Unbelievable. Can you believe that Tariq George missed a blatant sitter? George, are you serious, guy? Unbelievable. Tariq George missed a sitter. Unbelievable. Lord, George, this is what you've been dreaming about. Open your account. Just chip it. Chip the goalie is all he had to do. And he passed it wide. George, that's also an easy one, guy. You should have scored. Academy player. Lord have mercy. I really wanted George to score that goal so badly. I really wanted George. I know everybody in Stamford Bridge. We were waiting for George to score his first goal as a Chelsea Chelsea player. So Barrow has the ball right now. Oh, I think that was okay. That was Viega. Viega just prevented a cross. Viega just prevented a cross, and it's corner kick for Barrow right now. For Barrow, you guys already know. Barrow fans are just waiting and praying. They just want to score 1 goal. That's all they want, and they're going to be happy. Barrow's going to be happy if they can score 1 goal, and our job is to prevent it from happening. Good job by Jorgensen. Nice big hands, grab their corner kick in the air, just like Sanchez has been doing for us in the Premier League. So there was no rebounds, nothing for Barrow to latch onto. Guys, I'm still bummed that Tariq George did not score that goal. I wanted Tariq George to score. This is the kind of game that you want your academy player to open their account against Barrow at the bridge. It was all laid out. I think it was Christopher Nkunku who basically squared the ball to him. It was just George looking at the goalpost and the goalie, just left or right, pick one corner and score. He just I don't know whether he panicked and sent it wide, and sent it wide. That right there was a nice a bit of move by Mudrik, Mikhail. Oh, the goalie. What was he thinking? Goal, Hattrick by Christopher Nkunku. Christopher Nkunku has registered his first Chelsea hat trick. The goalie, the Barrow goalie, made an absolute mess of it. He had the ball on his foot. He tried to dribble Christopher Nkunku. He underestimated Nkunku's speed and physicality. Christopher muscled him away from the ball, dribbled him, and scored the ball into the empty net right there. I'm watching it again. And boom, one time, boom, just precise 3-0, sorry, 5-0. And Christopher with his first Chelsea hat trick. It has to be time now. It has to be the time to bring on Mark Guehi. I've been calling I've been saying, listen, I'm waiting for Nkunku to get his hat trick so that we can bring Guehi in. Hopefully, there's enough time for Guehi to come off the bench and open his own account, right? Okay, there it is. Maresca heard me. He heard me. I knew he was waiting for Nkunku to basically get his hat trick. Felix is there coming off. Felix doesn't look happy. He doesn't look happy, probably because he only scored one goal. He doesn't look too happy, which is crazy, guys. I mean, we're up 5-0. We're literally up 5-0. So, I mean, obviously, Nkunku is off. He had his a hat trick. Is exactly the game went the way that he had dreamt it was gonna go, which is let me come out here, let me score my a hat trick, and hopefully give the manager a little something to think about in terms of his squad selection for the oh, look at Chukwuemeka is back in this game, and he's actually looking good. Tyreek, unbelievable, nicely done. Ooh, that right there would have been Mudrik has literally come to life in this second half. Mudrik has literally come to life in the second half. That was a nice one, but that move by Tyreek on the right wing. I honestly, after watching what he just did right there, I'm still wondering and scratching my head, wondering how he missed that goal. He's clearly a talented kid, Tyreek George, clearly, clearly, you know. But I think what actually happened was he saw himself in front of a goal, saw his names in the bright lights, and did not concentrate on scoring, and just missed it. It's probably the easiest goal that he has missed ever as a player, whether it's academy or senior level. Marguerite, that's the player that I've been calling for since. I'm hoping that he gets a chance to open his account in this game. Hall has quietly settled into his role in this game. It took him a little while, but he has quietly settled in. If I must say, just the little I've seen of Chukwuemeka so far. I mean, there it is. That was nicely done. This should be it. Unbelievable, Mark Gagui. What happened? Goal kick? How's it a goal kick? The guy was literally pulling his shirt right there, pulling his shirt all the way. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. There's 10 minutes left in this game right now. It's the 80th minute. 10 minutes to go in this game. And the only suspense that is left is who's going to score the last goal. Is it going to be Gui or is it going to be Tyreek George? Is it going to be Gui or is it going to be Tyreek? I'm just laughing because I just seen the Barrow winger. I think his name is Kayute. He tried to basically dribble two of our academy boys and ended up winning a corner kick. He was right next to the Barrow fans at that edge of the pitch, and he basically waved at them and had them clap for him in a 5-0 loss. But hey, it is what it is. All right, counter attack, Gooey, unbelievable. Look up, brother, look up to your left, Gooey. And he looked up to his left. He would have seen Mudryk, flying down on his left. And Mudryk, you guys already know, he's just about one of the fastest, if not the fastest player in the league. He has blazing speed. He's too fast. Sometimes he's too fast for his own good. But let's just leave that for another day's discussion. Mark Geary, everybody. As I mentioned, the only suspense left for me is who's going to score our 6th goal. Is it Mark Geary or is it Tyreek George? It's going to be one of those two players. Because I can tell that those two players are showing me signs of hunger to score in a 5-0 game. In a 5-0 game, It's all right. Kuyate is the winger from Barrow. His eyes light up whenever he has to go against our academy right back. And Pencheng. Chukwuemeka with the ball. Oh, nice. Gooey, come on, baby. Are you serious guy, man? Just be alert. Chukwuemeka is right. Chukwuemeka was there. Look at him the whole time. He's like, guy, if you just make a move, I'm going to slip you through. Gooey, this is a La Masia product. You should be aware of the fact that the ball is most likely going to be slipped through, and just be aware and alert. All right, there goes the winger again. trying to take on Apenchong, but he's. I mean, you guys already know. That's ridiculous. They just gave him their corner kick out of nothing. Apenchong, blocked him again. All right, that should be a goal kick. That should be a goal kick. But the referee just keeps on giving them corner kicks out of nothing, out of you guys are already know it is what it is. When you're up 5-0, you're up 5-0. I mean, okay, that's another corner kick that Jorgensen dealt with marvelously. So again, I don't know why at halftime Jorgensen was only given a rating of 6.5. I mean, the young man had literally nothing to do. I mean, how do you get a 6 rating when you literally had absolutely nothing to do? Barrow just made a sub. Took off one player and brought in another player. Took off Stokes. The player Stokes from Barrow came off. Warsaw, or is it Warsaw? I can't pronounce his name. He came off the bench for Barrow with 5 minutes left in this game. I don't think there's going to be much of any injury time. So if any any of the Chelsea players wants to open their account, there's only 5 minutes left. Oh, unbelievable! That was a bad pass by Viega. That was a bad pass by Viega. Okay, that's the winger. That's really the only player from Barrow, Kaita, and I believe he came on that in this in the second half. He appears to be a winger, or you see some sort of second striker, because right now it appears they're playing. Yep, they have 2 players on top, so it's almost as if he's Cole Palmer type player for Barrow. And he's the only player that's kind of shown any kind of signs of life for Barrow. He had a nice little shot strike right there from outside the box. It went well wide, but I mean that's the only player from Barrow that's shown any sign of inspiration. All of the other players I've kind of seen just well off of the pace. Yeah, I think as of right now, it seems like just like we're just trying to wind down this clock. It's literally about 3 minutes left. There's literally 3 minutes left. Right there. Get it. Oh, nicely done. Right there. Tariq. Oh, nicely done. What do you do? Corner kick? Goal kick? Chukwuemeka now. Why now? Unbelievable. Come on. That was a nice little bit of play. I was anticipating. Even Baraska doesn't even look happy. There's 2 minutes left in the game and we're up 5-0. That was a nice bit of play between Tariq George and Chukwuemeka. Chukwuemeka did everything right, and I don't know what, for whatever reason, he just let the ball go out of bounds. I don't know whether maybe he had thought that the Barrow defender. Okay, there it is. Okay, there it is. Unbelievable. That was almost a nice ball through by Frisbee Hall. Ever since George missed that sitter, he's pretty much like it's like he wants to make up for it. He literally wants to make up because he knows that he should have scored in this game. He's not going to get an easier chance to score as a Chelsea player. There's 1 minute left, and who knows, maybe no more than 2 minutes of injury time because the reality is this game has gone fast. There's literally been very little stop and play. Chukwuemeka scored a goal. Unbelievable, Chukwuemeka. Unbelievable. His left footer. He basically tried to score with his left, almost the similar type of goal that he scored at West Ham last season. But this time he was coming from our right side, so he'd have had to score with his left. Had he scored with that left, but you could tell that that Chukwuemeka is on a different level from pretty much almost all of our midfielders that are left on this pitch right now, which begs the obvious question, like what is our plan for Chukwuemeka? What's the plan? There's no way that we can just like sell this player. There has to be a way. There has to be a way for Maresca to find a way to to use him for this squad this season. I don't remember whether Chukwuemeka was included on the UEFA Conference League team. Guys, anyway, that's it. That is a wrap. It's 5-0. Game is over. That's the final whistle. Is 5-0. The hat trick from Christopher Nkunku. Felix had a sublime free kick. It doesn't matter whether it's Barrow or whether it's Onana of Man U. There's just no way that that the goalie was going to save that free kick, because the free kick actually kissed the inside of the upright and went in. So then our third goal was beautiful. Our other goal, which is our fourth goal, was the beautiful assist from Mudryk to Pedro Neto, and again, the best player in this in the second half easily was Mikhailo Mudryk. He came to life in the second half on the left wing. They had no answers for him. Obviously, it's just Barrow. It's just Barrow. But if you're Mudryk, baby steps, right? You're gonna take anything that you can get. And right now, Barrow. Let's just start with Barrow, with little Barrow. Let's Mudryk. Let's just start there and build and work our way up to the level that you are expected to be at week in, week out. And so I don't know about you guys, but I'm happy. I was happy to see Mudryk come to life in the second half against Barrow, and show us a little bit more, and give us at least something to hold on to, because there's a player inside there. There's certainly a player inside there. And so again, if you're Enzo Maresca, you are happy. The three things on your checklist, you check them off. Number one, we won, right? Obviously, number one is winning. Number two, we scored a lot of goals, and you had players that played well. You had Christopher Nkunku with a hat trick. Mudryk played well. Neto opened his account. Felix had the sublime free kick. And number three, we kept a clean sheet. We kept a clean sheet again, which was nice to see. Jurgensen did well. He didn't have much to do, but he kept the clean sheet. And number four, I know I mentioned three, but I'm gonna just hit you guys with the okie dokie and give you the number four. Number four is just as in important as number one, which is zero injuries. Zero injuries. None of our players got injured. We just went out there, got the job done, clean work, professional work. 5-0, 5-0. Christopher with the hat trick, Felix with the sublime free kick, Neto with with the beautiful goal, and Mikhailo Mudrik beginning to show signs of life. Beginning to show signs of life is just Barrow, but right now, if you are Mudrik and you are a fan of Mudrik, we're gonna take anything right now. Any kind of life from Mudrik is better than what we had pre-Barrow days. Guys, that's all I have for tonight. How do you guys feel? And leave your comments below. Take care. God bless you guys. Subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna be doing some more streams. This is just my very first stream. It's my very, very first stream, but hopefully it's the first of many streams. And I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your love and your support. Hopefully there's going to be a few more streams, and we gonna be just hopefully Chelsea just gonna just keep moving onwards and upwards. That's what this season is all about. I mean, so far we like what we see, because we can see we can see the we can see the structure. That's the word. We can see the structure that Maresca is laying down for this club. And just as he said, we're playing well. We might be a little bit ahead of where we were hoping that would be at this time, but there's still a long way to go. So let's not get caught up. There's still we're still a long way from City, from Arsenal, Liverpool, and so we know what we need to do to basically get to that level and to stay at that level. And it's just going to be just continuous hard work, continuous faith in the manager. All of the Chelsea fans, both the home fans and the away fans. I'm sure the home fans are a bit more happier today than they've been all season, because in fairness to the home fans, Chelsea has been horrible at home this season, regardless of who we played. So that's just what it is. Chelsea 5, Barrow 0. That's all I have for today. Take care. God bless you guys. Peace.